Okay, Saturday, 11th of October 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Reversibility as an option. Reversibility built in. Now, this is something I kind of stumbled upon, you could say. Kind of accidental in a way, but something that clicked with regards to actions and intention and things that we do. In one way, we need to maximize our options and choices with life. Leave many doors open and choices what to do, what not to do. But one thing I didn't quite think about was the kind of the opposite of that. The inverse was reversibility, Control Z. Meaning, this thing I want to do, this endeavor, this action, this particular thing, can it be undone at a later stage? And or we are strategizing and planning and thinking and pondering and theorizing so intensely that actually we may not want to, and the outcome is even better than is so good we would not want to undo it. That's interesting. Meaning that if it's game theory really, if something, if that, if this, if those, if that doesn't, if that does, if that does, if it doesn't, you name it. If it didn't, hypotheticals. Can we go back? Can we Control Z? Can we reverse the whole situation, decision, you name it? It's all about maximizing options and choices in life. Doing what you want to do when you can do it, as opposed to needing and being compelled to do all the time. Because one thing I've also realised is never be a forced seller with regards to finance. But we could also say we want to manoeuvre and engineer things that our hand is not forced in the future. We're not forced to do X or Y or Z. Why? Because we can always undo it, Control Z again. That's quite powerful, quite important. But then again, we need, at a deep level, as I said earlier, we need to be strategizing so intensely, looking at one particular action and decision from every single possible angle, even ways we can't even conceive right now, as though to decide and say this is the best course of action no matter what. Because I did a video about and then what, and what's the alternative, and then what? As in, if you do something, and then what, and then what, and then what, and then what, and then what? What are you going to do? And then what? And then what? Or what's the alternative? Because sometimes you might want to be deciding to take irreversible actions because the alternative is not ideal, not optimized, we can do better, not what you want, you name it, all sorts of excuses and ideas here and there. And that's quite powerful. Whatever we do, we need to think extremely hard from every single angle as to say this is the best course of action. Thinking over days, weeks, months, years even before taking action. But otherwise, reversibility built in. Can it be undone? Now, of course, you could say it can't truly be undone because it can't go back to the status quo as it was before. But still, it's an ideal. It's a benchmark. It's a KPI. It's something to consider. It's something to say, how can we achieve this? How can we achieve that? Very important, very powerful. Yeah. Build reversibility into things. Maximize options and choices. Leave many doors open perpetually, forever. So you do and don't have to do things. You can and can't do stuff. You don't need to. You're not compelled to be. Never be a forced seller. Never have to be a forced decision maker. Powerful stuff. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.